During Black History Month, we've been sharing unique stories from across the valley. In the summer of 2020, the murder of George Floyd ignited a wave of emotions, protests, demonstrations, and conversations about police brutality.
It also inspired one Valley photographer. Team 12's Jonathan McCall shows us how he's sharing the stories of those in the movement through a new exhibit and the message he wants to share.
From 8 minutes and 46 seconds, one man's death birthing a movement. Protesters flooding streets all across America and in Arizona, calling for change. In that sea,
I'm a white man covering the Black Lives Matter movement.
Is Eric Elmore.
I mean, the main thing that motivated me was anger at what I was actually seeing.
Armed with his camera,
They were solely photos of protests without any depth or knowledge of the people involved in the movement.
one click at a time.
A gentleman who I've come to know pretty well had the names of victims of police brutality painted on his chest.
Bringing life to the faces filled with emotion, pain, frustration, and anger as it swept across the valley after the 2020 death of George Floyd.
And I grew up in a very white community, so to be honest, prior to 2020, I knew there was a problem. I knew there were many problems, but I hadn't internalized it. I wasn't processing it. I wasn't speaking about it. I wasn't acting on it. It was pretty much off my radar until George Floyd, shamefully so.
But out of the shadows,
You know, this project is not about me as a documentary photographer. It's about the people I covered.
he's showcasing this pivotal moment in American and Arizona history through a new exhibit at the Arizona Heritage Museum called I Am.
This project, although it covers a Black-led movement, my audience, my target audience for this is actually white America.
Each of the faces on this wall telling the story of 100 activists or allies in the movement for change.
My goal with this project, at a very base level, is to emotionally affect somebody, and then for them to ask why they're feeling the way they're feeling.
He says that feeling reflected and emphasized in these I Am statements. He says each and every word telling a story or feeling, often masked by those who don't look like him.
When you have those I am statements, what's the impact of that? To have those words of how they're feeling as a result of being involved in this movement?
Well, for me, as a white man, I have no business describing, trying to tell others what the Black Lives Matter movement is. I wanted their words to reflect that.
Stories often told too many times, but now quickly gaining momentum, especially for folks who Elmore say do look like him, who he says can no longer hide away from the truth, but he hopes that this exhibit will help them understand the struggle and the pain of so many, and will spark conversation and change to find solutions that are more than just black and white. In Tempe, Jonathan McCall, 12 News.